Alright everybody, welcome back to another video, and today's video, just another bad day on the Rift. As you can see, 4 games in one day, 3 SVPs out of 4. So the first game, you can see here, my top lane goes 2 and 12. Of course, the support 1 and 8. Second game, my top laner goes 1 and 7 again. And then the third game, as you can see, this was just a bad game overall, but my ADC goes 2 and 8, an absolute ADC gap. And then final game, which is the gameplay we're about to watch. This game was just a tough game. We definitely could have won, but as you can see, all scores around the board, just not that good. Just another bad day on the Rift. But we're going to jump into the gameplay to watch this game. Alright everybody, so here we have the gameplay, and of course in early game really nothing much happened. I'll have to apologize for that cutscene right there. Just got a message so I had to edit that out. But Khazix, definitely one of the best jungle characters in the game right now, but I definitely did not play him correctly in this game. And I haven't been playing him very good as of lately, because I haven't played Khazix consecutively in a very long time, and I definitely played him much better before when I first got to Masters than I am now. I think when you play a character and then you don't play them for a while, you kind of lose a little bit of the touch, a little bit of the skill behind, when to jump in, when not to jump in, how to really play him. And I think this game, I definitely played a little bit too passive. And, you'll see later on in the game, as it goes on later on, you'll kind of be able to tell, I was playing a bit scared at times, as right here's kind of a great example. So I jump in onto Jhin, and I'm kind of just playing behind, playing back really. And really with Khazix, of course, you want to play around his isolation, right? Because his isolation does tons of damage. But there are times where I forget that either way I'm doing damage. I am going up against a Lilia as well. So really, I definitely did not play it the best, especially in the early game. So in the early game, really what I was doing was just farming. I was trying to get level 5 very quickly, instead of actually trying to look for an invade on Lilia, where I think on level 3 early on I could have been much stronger than her. As this game turns out to be a very nice game, as right here we do manage to pick up and kill on Lilia, but right here Jhin just completely one-shots us with the collector. Absolutely insane. So right here we respawn, and my team was actually doing very well, as right here we get a kill onto Jhin, get the jump reset, jump onto Lilia, pick up the nice double kill, jump reset right there, and then we jump onto Thresh and get the triple kill. Nice and easy. And of course, the jump resets on Khazix has to be one of the most satisfying things in the entire game. I mean, especially if you get the kills, right? So if you get the kills and then you get that jump reset, it is definitely one of the most satisfying things in the entire game. As right here, we rotate it up, and we managed to pick up this kill on Pantheon, nice and easy. So overall, a very close game. But as I was talking about, you'll see kind of later on, I was playing very passive. And of course, this is a post-game commentary, so I do have to apologize for that. As of right now, like I've been talking about, I've been trying to just grind and get as high as I can right now. So I'm not focusing too much on live commentary right now, but this game actually turned out to be a very nice game. And as you could see in early on, right, it was just a bad day on the Rift. My top laners were losing lanes, and my ADCs were losing lanes. I mean, it was just a bad day overall. And as of right now, really, we're trying to go for Baron, but you can see Yone, for some reason, he just does not come and help. And then by the time he comes and helps, it's just too late, right? Lilia gets the kill. We do manage to pick up Baron, I do manage to get the kill. And right here, this is just a completely stupid move by me. So right here, we do manage to pick up the kill on Pantheon. So Twitch gets the kill nice and easy. But then right here, for some reason, I decide to go for the wolves. And then out of nowhere, Jin just comes and one-shots me. Just stupid. You know, and I think that was kind of definitely a turning point in the game. It's just we got Baron and then just everybody dies, right? Right here, another team fight happens. We pick up Pantheon, nice and easy, and then we're trying to rotate, and Karma gets a triple kill, picks up a quadra kill. So really, just based off the gameplay, we should have this game in the bag, right? You know, 3 dragons, everybody's doing really well on the team. Here I'm doing tons of damage already onto Zed, but like I said, you know, like I talked about, it's just stressful when your team continuously just tries to continuously throws, you know, and tries to make plays where they shouldn't have to. As right here we pick up a snipe on Lilia, nice and easy. Of course, you know, we have Baron, we have 3 dragons. Like, we should not be losing team fights, right? But I don't know. I guess watching the game back, of course, you know, the team definitely made bad plays. I mean, my team. And then to add on top of that, I made bad plays as well. So, you know, you're going to see later on in the game, Swain, he starts talking some trash to me. But it's rightfully so, because I definitely played it very, very poorly later on in the team fights. As right here, we use an ultimate and we managed to secure the Elder Drake. So right now in this point of the game, 3 Drakes, we have Elder Drake. We should not lose the game, right? Like when you kind of have 3 dragons already, it's kind of okay, you secured the win, and then you just add on the strength and the power of the Elder Drake. You pretty much should win the game. But no, you know, it was definitely a stressful game. That's right here, we jump in as we try to isolate Jin. We pick up the kill on Pantheon. And right here, okay, so this right here, Baron spawns. We have Elder still. What I was pinging to my team was, let's just back out. We already picked up a kill. Let's go for Baron. But my team I don't know, you know, I can't really blame them, because for some reason, you know, nobody came to help me. Only Karma rotates over to help me. And of course, Swain dies, and by the time Twitch comes, we can't do it anymore. We can't do Baron, and of course, look what happens, right? So Twitch ends up dying, Swain ends up dying, and it's just like, why? You know, and at this point, I think I might have been typing in the chat, just like, why? Why not just come? Let's do Baron. Let's slowly push, right? Whether we get 1 tier 3, 2 tier 3s, it really doesn't matter, but you're slowly pushing towards the end game, and it's just, games like this are entirely really, really stressful. And I think it's very beautiful, though, you know, going back and watching games like this, you can definitely see the mistakes you make, the team makes, you know, kind of learn from them over and over. And in the mid into late game, I think I played a little bit better than I did in the early game, but I still feel like I was a bit too passive at times as well. As right here, we're just kind of, it is into late game right now, as we are at 9-3, and we jump into the live gameplay right now. So the last 10 minutes of the video will be live gameplay, as you can see. As right here, we try to jump onto Jin, and we do manage to get his Guardian's Angel. We pop our stasis. And then right here, we get Sleepy by whatever her name's, Lilia. But she does manage to escape, right? So again, there, we should have been like, oh, we got the Guardians of Jin. Why aren't we winning the fight? Like, you know, so I'm trying the best to do what I can do to isolate targets, to try and pick, you know, their ADC, their support. But again, right here, why are we pushing? Why are we going for the team fight again when the Elder Drake is spawning? See, that's consistent mistakes I feel like the team was making throughout the game. It's like objectives are spawning and you're pushing for something you shouldn't have to. If you get the kills, then, you know, great, right? Then it's good job, we got another player. But as you can see, it's just like, now you forcing that, we basically lose priority on the Elder Drake. And again, you know, I'm like, okay, let me try go for a steal. Maybe we can get a steal, right? So I'm just kind of hovering around. I do have my flash, I do have my jump, and I'm trying to make a steal as fast as possible, but I go in a little bit too slow. We do manage to get the kill on Thresh as our Guardian's Angel does pop. We pop our ultimate and we are out of there. I think that, like, just looking back, like right there, I feel like, okay, just jumping in a little bit earlier would have been beautiful. And right here, I was about to, my stasis was up. I was going to flash out. Sadly, could not get my flash off. And as you can see, the score overall, it's not a bad game, right? Nobody on the team really played bad. No one was throwing, no one was griefing, but it was just the decision making towards the late game. As you can see again, Yone, why would you do that when you know they have Elder Drake? So again, easy death. I mean, just an easy kill for them and an easy death on our team, right? And so here we go with, okay, so the next objective fight is going to be Baron. And right here, I'm just trying my best to make sure, okay, I have my red, I have my blue, we're full build right now. And again, another thing is also just the builds. I'm not too sure right now of like what is the best build for Khazix, but right here, as you can see, my team rotated up towards the Baron lane, and I have no idea why they were pushing that far, and I was a little bit pissed as well as to like, okay, why are they doing that? So I decided to push in the mid wave, but again, mistake on my part, right? Like poor decision. I should have just rotated over, and as you can see, Swain starts to talk now, and I'm like, okay, when I watched the replay, I kind of, okay, I understand now. You know, whether or not I saw my team moving up, whether or not I like that, I should have at least been with them, right? So instead of pushing out that mid wave, I should have been with them, right? I should have at least gone with them to be with them, and maybe none of that would have happened, you know, because I was one of the stronger players on the team. So again, right there, just poor decision on my part. All right, so it's not just my team making poor decisions, it led to me making poor decisions, right? So poor decisions just kept leading to more poor decisions. As of right now, we are getting into the extreme late game, 26 minutes. This entire game was actually 31 minutes. But if you guys would like to, or you guys enjoy, you know, full game live commentary that I usually do, please do let me know. Or would you like me to chop it up and sort of, you know, have some jump cuts? Because I'm not entirely sure. You know, I feel like live commentary is definitely much more enjoyable for me, but I'm not sure for you guys what you guys would prefer. As right there, we managed to pick up Lilia, and we're trying to see if we can get another player. So we're just rotating around. So you can see we're still in the game, right? We're still doing very, very good. But okay, so right here, this right here is kind of the turning point for me. It's actually stupid what Jhin can do to objectives. And this has happened to me at least 2 or 3 times now. So for some reason, as you see, the Baron lane is at 1,200 health, and Jhin just executes it. Whether it was Jin's ultimate or you know, the collector, as you can see, I'm just pissed. I'm just like, I can't believe that. You know, I lined up my first ability and my smite so well, but yet, you know, Jhin stole it. And it kind of reminds me about Evelyn back in like season 2 or 3, where her ultimate would just execute the dragons, and it was impossible to win a fight, right? And the same thing was also when Nunu was released. He did 800 damage. 800 damage to monsters. So you combine 800 with the smite, you couldn't beat Nunu, right? And then right now they finally nerfed him where he's a little bit more balanced, but not many people play him in the jungle as well. So that kind of helps out. As right here, we do manage to pick up a double kill on Jhin, and then we pick up a triple kill on Pantheon. So the team fighting is still looking pretty good. We're still in the game. Zed pops out, so we pop our stasis just to avoid all damage. Use our ultimate to run away. And right here, we just couldn't help out. We were too low. If I died, the game would pretty much been over. But yep, Jen executes and he manages to secure the Baron, and that's just, again, you know, just bad decisions, right? Like but all in all, it's just learning, right? You know, going back and watching the game, I was like, okay, just playing it a bit more patient. I feel like, right? So now watching it, what I could have done was just maybe been a bit more patient with it, where I wasn't completely attacking the Baron, right? So I just played slow, let him use all his ultimate, and then maybe wait for the smite and first ability, right? But then I guess that's just the learning process of, you know, of playing. It's just you keep learning, you keep playing, and you're going to discover things. As right here, I feel like I could have rushed Elder Drake, but then camped in. Beautiful ultimate here, good play on his part. Thresh jumps over, he puts his ultimate down, and we are unable to contest the Elder Drake or even make a steal for it. And that pretty much is just kind of the game right there. And as of right here, I was gonna type in chat, really, I was pretty pissed, you know, collectively on the Baron play, and then you add the Elder Drake, and you know, just the fact that we have 3 dragons, we got Elder Drake, and we couldn't even, you know, we couldn't get an inner turn, right? So as you can see, they all have their 3 inner turns still. So pretty sad. I mean, pretty depressing, really, that, you know, we don't manage to win this game just based off the early game and the mid game that we had. You know, it was just we managed to secure 3 Drakes, and it always seems that this is happening to me. I mean, as you saw, you know, three SVPs out of 4. You know, no matter what I was doing, it wasn't enough to get the win. And this was the last game I played in that day, and I was just like, okay. After the 4th loss, I was just, no. And as you can see, Swain started doing some trolling, started FF. It's just, and as right here, we just die as they managed to pick up the kill on us easily. And that's pretty much GG. But as you can see, the Swain, he just started trolling, and rightfully so. I mean, I don't blame him for trolling. I think he definitely was pretty mad as well. But, you know, you can't just... I guess he was blaming me as well. I mean, I guess he can blame me. I did miss that smite. I did allow Jin to get that Baron, and I feel like if I got that Baron, then maybe it would have been a victory sign on this screen rather than a defeat. So I'm fine with, you know, Swain getting mad at me. It's fine. It's all learning process. It's all learning. It's all learning. No hard feelings toward the Swain. Definitely a difficult game right there as we lose, but a very, very fun game, you know, definitely a learning game. So right here we have 15-5. So again, you know, overall just a pretty good game, 44k damage. I hope you all enjoyed. Peace.